a well-known Kimberley educator and tour operator, is speaking out against proposed controversial critical minerals projects planned in the East Kimberley. As we reported a fortnight ago, Taiwan Limited has been granted a license to look into developing Australia's first fluorite mine west of Doon Doon Roadhouse. The Darwin-based company is also hoping to develop a large vanadium titanium project involving Speewah Dome, about 100 kilometers south of Wyndham. Sally Martin is part of one of the traditional owner groups currently in talks with the company. Miss Martin has contacted Warringati Media to get her concerns heard after posting this message on her Kimberley Dreaming Facebook page.
My name is Sally Martin. I'm a Nyarinyan person from the Willigan people, and my family is from this country.
This land, it is people in place.
I'm here to talk about the country adit behind Doon Doon Station. We've got a pristine country out there, which the Dunna River runs through. What I'm concerned about is there's a development that's happening out on country. But most importantly, is this development actually helping our people, helping our country, bringing back what we see and hold close and dear to our hearts.
Taiwan Limited Executive Chairperson Grant Wilson told a recent investor briefing that there is an enormous commercial demand for fluoride. This is especially the case in Japan and China, who are big users, and their stocks are depleting fast. Fluoride is a critical mineral used in steel, aluminium, and chemical manufacturing, and in electric vehicle batteries. Grant Wilson told the briefing the company's drill program at Speewah began in May this year. This was after receiving cultural heritage clearances from the Kimberley Land Council. And Taiwan will be conducting further drilling of 35 kilometers at Speewah.
This picture was taken, I think, 2 weeks ago, and it shows, the scale of the works that are being undertaken. There are 25 to 30 people in the field now. The learnings from the drilling will inform the project studies and the project pathway. I don't think people necessarily can quite visualize or understand what it means to drill 35 kilometers. And there's all sorts of drilling taking place.
So what we're looking at here is a country at Speewah. This gorge here is known as the Letterbox Gorge. It's a gorge that we have a lot of people going out and enjoying the prestige about this place. So it actually runs into the river as well. So just looking at that, once the mine gets up, then the Letterbox Gorge, the river that flows through Speewah down to Dunham River and into the Ord and out into Cambridge will be all affected.
Grant Wilson says Taiwan Limited is building an important company across Northern Australia, transforming it into an emerging giant. The company recently finalized a joint venture with Japan's Sumitomo Corporation to develop the project, with the fluorite plant to be exported directly to Asia via Wyndham and Darwin ports. Mr. Wilson says the project is on track with the feasibility study to be finalized in November this year, approvals in 2026, and production to start in 2027.
Speewah fluorite, obviously the big news since the last investor update in May was that we finalized the joint venture with Sumitomo Corporation. I think that was May the 7th. So tremendous body of work that's developing out on country will culminate in feasibility study as the next big visible point of project progress, and that's on track for November. Here is the schedule. It hasn't changed, and so I'll quickly sort of move through this slide, but for the uninitiated, we are targeting DFS middle of next year. We are highlighting that even from DFS, there'll be probably a month beyond that to get to final investment decision, maybe 1 or 2 months, because that's when the big technical review of the projects will happen with ourselves and with Japan.
But what I'm trying to get across here is that this river here that runs to Speewell Valley, and with the development that's happening out there, will no longer be in existence.
Take what you need.
But what I find so critical is this river is the critical state that we need to start looking after. This is a very significant place to our families and to other families that are part of this country.
What print will you leave when you take what you need?
Taiwan Limited has responded to our media calls, and its executive chairperson, Grant Wilson, has agreed to a right of reply. Mr. Wilson will do an interview with Warringah Media when he's next in town in September.